Hello and welcome to Accounting 341 through Indiana Wesleyan. My name is James Webb. I am your facilitator for the course. I wanted to do a little introduction video to introduce myself and tell you a couple things about the course so we can hit the ground running as we open up Workshop 1. Again, this is Accounting 341. Our textbook is Managerial Accounting by Garrison. Hopefully you have this already at this point. This is an intermediate course. Prerequisite is Accounting 202, the first managerial principles course. So hopefully you've taken that through Indiana Wesleyan or some other university, and some of these topics will be a little bit refresher, but some new material as well. We are going to be doing most of our work in Blackboard, but there's also a new format that we're going to do the homework problems in called Connect. I'm going to post the link on there along with this message in the discussion board. You'll need to go on and set up a Connect account if you haven't done so already. I'll put the link in there to the class so that you can get on and register and we're going to do our homework problems there. It's a little bit easier than Personal Trainer if you use that for any of the previous Indiana Wesleyan courses. There's several different feedback and evaluation tools that we're going to use. The first is the reading quizzes that are taking place in Blackboard. There will be a quiz for each chapter, and I believe typically there are 2 chapters per workshop. So those are pretty short, I think 10 questions apiece, and I think you have 2 attempts to do those. Now there's also homework problems that I discussed that'll be done in Connect. Those are going to be done every week as well. There will be participation points that we'll get for interacting excuse me, for interacting in the discussion forums on Blackboard. Now the syllabus says that there are teams, but there are no teams. We'll just do this all collectively as a group. There's only 10 students in the course, so we'll just interact for each workshop in the respective workshop thread. And the best way to go about doing participation points is, like it says in the syllabus, as you have questions, raise those questions and monitor it pretty frequently. Check in and answer each other's questions if you can. I'll also be checking and responding to questions and giving some feedback and some prompting questions, so there will be plenty of opportunities to dialogue. And just make sure when you reply that there's something substantive, either like a question that you're not sure about or helping another student answer your question. We don't need anything necessarily like I agree if that's the only thing you have to say. That's not really participation. So make sure that you provide some critical thought to your post, and I'm pretty flexible as far as participation points, but make sure that you're checking in regularly. And the only other thing is there's a final exam which will occur the last week of the class in Workshop 6. That'll be covering Workshops 1 through 5, just bringing it all together, and we can talk more about that as we conclude the course. But that's a one-time deal, so there'll be one attempt at the final exam. But on the homework problems and the quizzes on Blackboard, you'll have 2 attempts on each one of those. So again, that's a little bit about the course. Feel free to ask any other questions that you may have, but I'd like for you to go ahead in this first workshop to post a bio about yourself. There is a forum called autobiography or bio or something along those lines that will allow you to get on and post a little bit about yourself, whether you're new to Indiana Wesleyan or if you've previously completed a degree or studies, or you tell us about your family, your hobbies, anything that you'd like to tell us. We'd like to get to know you and put a face with a name if you'd like. You can post a picture. You might not have done this previously in other courses, but I enabled it to where you can put a picture on your post if you'd like. That's always been a thing in the past that people have enjoyed. So in the first couple days of Workshop 1, get on and make sure that you post a bio, tell us a little bit about yourself, and sign up for Connect, and then we'll get rolling in Workshop 1. A little bit about myself. I'm completing a PhD in Higher Education Administration at University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. Previously, I did a bachelor's and master's in accounting at the University of Texas. I'm a CPA. Worked for about 6 years at 2 different places, one of which was KPMG, one of the large accounting firms in Dallas, Texas. And then I took a job as Director of Outside Reporting at Hastings Entertainment in Amarillo, Texas, which is my hometown. Essentially what I did there was all the SEC and investor relations reporting. So any financial information that came outside of the company for the government or for investors, that's what I was responsible for disseminating. I also have a Master of Divinity from Asbury Seminary. So essentially what I'm doing with this program is completing the PhD and hoping to go into higher education administration in a faith-based college or university, similar to Indiana Wesleyan, but also really enjoy teaching as well. So I'm thankful for each of you in the course. If there's anything that you need as we move forward, feel free to shoot me an email, or I'll also give you my phone number. It's 734-276-6417. Feel free to contact me most times of the day. Just responsible hours would be appreciated. But if there's something that you need to talk about for the course or prayer concerns or anything else, I'd be happy to talk to you. So I'm thankful that you all are in the course, and hope when you hit the ground running, if there's anything you need to know, feel free to drop me a line, and I'll help you out. So look forward to the course, and see you in Workshop 1. Thanks.